Hello everyone, welcome to Downtown Tailoring. In today's video, I'm gonna let out the waist to my own jeans. So let's go! These are my jeans and as you can see, the waistband is kind of going to explode. So because the hips are okay, just the waist a little small, I'm gonna modify the method we use when we let out the jeans by hand using Sashiko. I don't know if you remember, but instead of doing at the sides, I'm gonna do it at the back. With the Sashiko, I needed to let out as well the hips. So I needed to go a little further down. But in this case, I need a shorter inverted dart. Got it. I'm gonna take the pockets as a reference and I'm gonna mark the center of my pocket. And I'm gonna make a line where a dart should be using the center line of my pocket as a reference. That way, without any effort, I make sure that my pieces will be very well aligned. Then I'm gonna just cut them. Then I'm gonna use a cotton interfacing to clean out and give stability to my gusset in the inside part of the pants. So I really don't need to let out that much. I just need 2 inches and 2 inches. And this is why this way is so proper. I'm gonna measure the length of my opening is around 3 inches. And I'm gonna mark that 3 inches and I always prefer to make the gusset like not really triangle, like somewhat going straight down a little bit and then making the triangle. That way the final result looks a little bit more proportionate and better. So I trace the other side and cut them both together and I'm gonna glue that on my pair of pants. But first we need to clean it. One way to clean it is just by serging the edges, but that way might be a little bit bulky. This is why I rather cut them using a pinkish shear scissor. But you do the way you prefer, of course. Now they are clean and nice, and now I can glue them to my pair of pants. And I'm gonna make sure that I open the 1 inch I need in each side, just to be sure. I measure again and I'm going to glue them, but of course I still going to stitch them just to make sure that they are secure. So pretty much they are done and I'm gonna go to my sewing machine and you don't need to be too careful while sewing this. Now is the turn to prepare the pieces that will cover that. I'm gonna try 2 things. One jeans and another just any fabric to see how they look. And I'm gonna make a new piece that will go on the top. I'm measuring how much more or less that piece should be. Probably 1.5 inches will be nice. This will be on top and it will fall down its side as well a little bit. So I need to make it longer than these 3 inches. So I make 1.5 inches for the inside, or 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches from the inside, and then 3 inches for the outside. I'm gonna make it straight, but finishing in a triangle. But I make sure to not make it too pointy. As you can see, I'm rounded it a little bit, so it will be easier to sew it. I pretty much mark half of it and fold it by the center and pin it in order to cut it. That way I make sure that my pieces will be completely symmetrical and that way they will look way better. And now I'm gonna cut the part of the top of the piece and I make sure to accommodate it with the print so it looks a little better. Then I'm gonna stitch all around, leaving the top part without sewing, and I'm gonna cut all those corners so I can turn them inside out. And something that is important to finish them a little bit better is to find a way to iron those pieces in a way that you cannot see the piece inside. Of course, if I had sewn using the the lining a little bit smaller would have been better, but that requires a little bit more tailoring skills that I wanted to use today. But anyways, if I make sure to fold those edges exactly where the stitches are, it will be okay, so I won't see the inside out. I know what you are wondering, why then I use two fabrics. It's just that I wanted to use a thinner fabric for the material inside so I don't get a piece that is too bulky. You know, when you are working with jeans, the jeans are already bulky enough, so you don't want to add so much bulkiness. This is why I use like a very thin cotton inside, but it's okay. I'm ironing very well. So I think now I should just clean my pieces, just the edges. Then my next step is to stitch all around at 1/4 inch, and I now have my pieces prepared for sewing to my pants. So pretty much what I'm looking for when I put that piece is to make it as straight as possible. You know, when you open the jean, it kind of spread and it doesn't look really too straight, but you can kind of try your best. I saw those pieces at 1/16 of the inch from the edges, and you wanna try to catch the pieces inside. But if you couldn't, it doesn't matter. You just stitch them like by hand a little bit. And here you go. This is the result. If I cover the cotton pieces, how it looks if it's jeans only, or what about if I cover the jeans, how it looks if it's just the cotton. Oh, I have an idea. Let me take a picture of it, and then I'm gonna just manipulate a little bit those pictures to see. This is how it looks if it's both pieces of cotton, and this is how it look if it's both pieces with the jeans. Please let me know in the comments which one do you like the most, and if you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!